My funded account is deep in drawdown around 6%, and I've been debating to make this particular video because it's not quite encouraging, especially when you're down in drawdown, like deep drawdown at 6%. And I want to be quite honest with you guys of what I've learned this week, and it is that I can't frame it in one sentence or one word, but throughout this video, I hope you guys will understand. And this is not a vlog because ever since the week had started, I just got that demotivation from the other week because, as you guys remember the other vlog, if you've not watched it, go and watch it on my YouTube channel. I ended up the vlog saying that when I'm in drawdown, basically, I was around 2-ish, 3-ish% in drawdown. But as per now, things are way different. And just to complete the framework of what I've learned in this week, it is that I'm still a beginner. I'm literally still a beginner in a way that it's not that I don't know the theoretical bit of it, I don't know what to do, I know what to do. But this week proved it all. This week proved it all. And again, just to refer from the previous video, you realize that I almost breached the daily loss limit, which was around $200. You understand? From that week's vlog, that literally showed you because I was excited. Like I had gotten funded, one of my goals, and I'm so excited. Yes, I'm going to receive a payout and draw down already. Then how did it come about? I broke my rules. I literally broke my rules last week, and I thought it was a one-time thing because I was not even actually like so serious on it. I was like, today it's just because I broke my rules. So yeah, this is a one-time thing. I'll focus next week. Good enough, now I'm funded, I'll be like all right. Then this week it happened again, and throughout this video I'm going to show you guys how I managed to pass through this week. And it actually happened during Tuesday and Wednesday. Then what I did when I got into that drawdown, because so on Tuesday, the underlying factor is that I broke my rules, right? But to get into a little bit of more context on that, the day started up, I did my analysis in the morning before I went to school. So when I went to school, and kind of like on my break time, a friend of mine, he's a trader friend, a friend of mine like asked me, bro, how is everything? Then I was like, I gave him my projections. I said that on Tuesday, and I'll leave a text here. I was like, I'm bullish on Nasdaq and bearish on gold, right? So me saying this actually had a belief in my mind, and I was like, I'm only bullish on Nasdaq. Like from the morning analysis, it was showing bullish, and that was quite very unfortunate because let me even just put my camera like straight like this. It is because that in our country, like the time is very different in a way that when you analyze in the morning, it is not primarily going to be the fact that that bias you had in the morning is the same time as in the evening, because I literally trade in the evening at 4:30 p.m. So my analysis in the morning was so lagging because all those hours markets have moved, each and everything has opened. So by the time New York Open comes up, things are way different. So as having that limiting belief that this is what is actually going to happen, the market is going to be bullish, and I'm going to show it to you right here on my PC, on my laptop. You guys can see it here on this exact date. Like I'd marked out this is on Tuesday, as you guys can see it. I'd marked out all these highs to be taken out because I was like, Nasdaq is going to the upside. So once we do have this move, we do have this higher time frame fair value gap, by the way, that one right there, and I ignore it. Mind you, I ignore this, yet it's actually what I'm supposed to like look at. So then price comes out. I was so dumb. Like, how can I literally think of taking longs here? Like, how could I literally think of taking longs here? So yeah, I spiraled. I think once I saw this massive move to the downside, it's like I was so having a very limiting belief that I'm bullish, and I ended up taking this trade. Then once I ended up taking this trade, I was like, no, the market is bearish. Took other trades, like they are massive trades. I ended Tuesday. Actually, let me show you guys in my journal, because eventually I'm going to show you why. Let me just show you on my journal here, right? A little bit quick. Okay, as you can see, on 16th, it's right there. On 16th, it ended up being bearish. Then this was my target on the day. Then I didn't follow my rules, as you guys can see, but trades taken were actually 8. You can see that those trades were actually 8. And guess what? The fact that I had a shift in my bias, it even led me to like be not like feeling upright, in a way that after Tuesday, the trading day, I closed down my PC because I was up $21, as you guys have seen. I closed my PC, then I'm like, I'm done for the day. And usually where I trade from is not where I journal from, because I usually don't trade from home, as you guys already know this. So when I reached home, I was like, I'm going to journal. Then I did not journal. That was the most underlining mistake or thing that I definitely did, and it led to Wednesday's results. Now, starting off my journal on Wednesday, you guys, this day was actually choppy on the market, and this is the massive drawdown as in I spiraled. And you see, the pre-market intention was to get out of drawdown, and my idea had not journaled for the previous day. So this is how everything was looking, but this is the most underlining bad bit about it. I took 17 trades, and just to show you, you may be like, Don does not show. Let me show you guys. This was actually from here. I didn't literally fill this up because I was even so frustrated, but I'll fill this up, the entries, the stops. But this is on Wednesday, and you can see all these, as you guys can see, they were all scalps. Had some winners, had some losers, had some losses, but mainly losses. Revenge trade, the mistakes are the same, the notes are the same, because it was literal spike. It was a literal spiral. Like, I massively crashed out. Do you know this situation whereby one loss leads to another, then you get a winner, then that winner still leads up to a loss, like overtrading, revenge trading, feeling frustrated, you're sweating, you just start hating yourself, and you'll be like, why have I literally even broken my rules? And I was blaming everything on that day until I realized, as I still like, when I finished this trading day, because this trading day on Wednesday, it is actually how I got to 6% drawdown. And just to show you guys my account, how it's looking on the good funded, as you guys I may show you. You guys can literally see this was on Monday, then this was on Tuesday, this was on Wednesday. You see, on Tuesday I took 8 trades, but Monday was a good day, by the way. I took 2 trades, whereby I still following my plan. But now for these 2 trades, this was the trades I took in the other vlog, as you guys could see. Then this, it made me spiral. Like, I was so frustrated. And on this particular date, what I literally did, remember at the beginning of the video, I told you guys that there's a lesson I learned, and this is, I think, the correct way to frame it out. In this particular way, I'm going to say it. So after that drama on Wednesday and Tuesday, I still had 2 trading days of the week, and that was Friday and Thursday. And I do believe I made the correct decision. That matters the most in this part of the video. And this decision was that I did not trade in those next 2 trades. Like, I did not, simply because I was not functioning in the correct mental format. And trying to reflect on this is because in May I bought 3 accounts, right? Breached 2, got on to get funded on this actual one that I was trading, and all that time I had better winning streaks. I was following my plans. I was doing each and everything. So the moment I like reached this pivotal part whereby I couldn't process what I was actually doing, my brain became like so clogged. Like I couldn't think. You guys, I couldn't like functioning. I couldn't. I was so like deeply. I remember on that particular day, I even got a headache on Wednesday evening. I even got a headache, but that's the after effect whereby I didn't trade for those 2 days. And bro, to be honest, that doesn't undo or reverse what happened on Wednesday eventually. But since the account still remains in deep drawdown, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that because I stopped trading for those 2 days, everything got fixed, everything was all right. Nothing. The drawdown is still there, and I'm fully responsible for it. And I still have to trade the account. I still have to force my way into getting like that payout. Oh, but mainly the overall goal now is to get out of drawdown with, again, God's help, not only my help, and with my understanding and with my realization as well. If I not realized this whole thing I was in on Tuesday and Wednesday, then after I got this break, after getting the break, then I got the courage even to make this video, whereby I termed that as growth in a way that I managed to realize that, wait, these 2 days were not good for me. Let me rest, let me stay out of the market. And probably that has given me a mental shift whereby even though I'm to be like down like this percentage, or if I'm not literally like focused, I'm just going to stop trading. Because in these 2 days, I've learned to take things to be long term, whereby if I'm to stick with this 5K account in the next 6 months, how well should I treat it and how functioning should I be as I'm doing it? Now, coming back to the introduction of the video, whereby I was still a beginner, not in the fact that I don't know any theoretical part. This whole video actually proves that I'm still a beginner, because knowing what to do and doing it under the pressure I was in to get a payout, yet I do have a system I usually follow, but this particular time I do not. And that's when I got to realize that you may have the whole knowledge, you may have the concepts, everything but by the time you actually go on and actually do that thing, the frustration, the problems, the challenges you face on the way, it is actually what you have to use to shape you up and to realize that, wait, this needs fixing and that needs fixing. Especially when in my case, whereby I was up in profit on the day, then I ended up red on the day, like even deeper red than even last week. So yeah, I built a system, didn't follow it. I think now, as a beginner, I was thinking that I've figured it out, on the point that I have a checklist that I created, I have a plan that I follow, I have a journaling tool, I have a risk management plan, I have gotten funded, I have passed phase 1, passed phase 2, whereby 7% of traders don't even get it to the funded stage. I've done that quite as a beginner, not even for the first time. So this time I was like, yes, it works. Once I get funded, automatically I'll get a payout. Now, getting at the end of this particular video, the account still remains in drawdown. The account still remains in deep drawdown of around 6%. And yeah, I've put myself in this rabbit hole whereby I have to climb, I have to get my way out of it. So I will have to just say that I'll keep on trading the account for this coming week, whereby I'm going to be going back to the vlogging style, from Monday until that context. Now is that in my mind, I have now to double down on my journaling, I have to double down on my focus, and I have to double down on pattern recognition as well, since at times when I do get losses, I noticed a little bit of patterns, especially when I was reviewing my trades, like now on a Saturday, it's a weekend. Yeah, I have to work on that. Then the main pinpoint also that I've gotten to realize, remember, I'm still a beginner trader, and there are lots of things I realize on my own. The fact that I fully don't have a full mentor, I don't. But it is that when you break your rules and win on the day, those days are more dangerous and may lead to even like bad habits or bad decisions than when you break your rules but are read on the day. So yeah, that has been me in this video, because I was literally debating to make this particular video on the fact that when you're posting wins, when you're like, I'm up 5%, I'm up 2%, I've passed phase 1, I've passed phase 2, those things are like quite encouraging, especially when even I got funded, quite encouraging to post about. But on the days when things get rough and things get hard, figuring it out and recording that type of content, especially on the exact time it has happened, it's quite hard and quite difficult. But yeah, if you've been trading as well this week, let me know in the comments how your trading week has gone, because me, I'm down around 6%, and just to show you my dashboard to clearly clarify how the account is looking. As you guys can see, that is the daily drawdown level, max drawdown level, trading statistics. I have one trading day. You can see this is the live account that we are on. Then yeah, that is it. Going back to the calendar, that's how the trades were. As you guys can see, didn't trade for these particular days, so that's how I end the video. But remember, I make sure I upload a video every week. In fact, I'm going to even double down and start uploading either two, but that comes in especially since I do have school and I'll have to also balance my focus on both ends. But to keep everything steady, ensure that you follow up on this journey, and ensure that you like, subscribe and comment, because it literally helps me a lot, especially for the guys that have reached this part of the video and you're not yet subscribed, or if you're subscribed and you've not yet liked. Yeah, it encourages me to actually make these videos, because trust me, it's quite hard to make. But with that, see you in the next one.